Hey everybody, welcome back to Shovel Knight Plague of Shadows. Last time, we took out the Treasure Knight at the Iron Well as well, took over the Armor Outpost, which means we also got a Tropple Chalice, because the Tropple Acolyte was there. And that means we're gonna take on Baz. Baz is here. We also fought Raz, and got a joke from him. Polo Knight, I had some business I had to... No, wait, never mind. It's just a commoner. Forget the stupid odor of no quarter. Maybe I just need a new angle. Something where I can show off my big, huge brain. Hey you're a scientist, right? You sure look like one. So if I beat you in a fight, then I'll become a scientist. Hey, I have absolutely no idea what you're going on about. I see my natural science sounds are already messing with your mind. Check out the string theory. I love Baz. I love him so much. Out of all the, I love Raz as well, but out of all the Kickstarter characters, I guess, he is absolutely my favorite. I love him so much. Unfortunately, I'm doing really shittily his fight. He's actually kind of effective against Plague Knight, because the whip he has when he's like swinging above his head actually will block vials. So it's actually it can be difficult to hit him sometimes. Luckily, when he's swinging like this, you just use the lob casing to land a good bit of hits on him. But otherwise, it's actually pretty difficult overall. Probably the most difficult of the Destructor boss battles, which is what the Kickstarter things are, I guess. I mean, that's what the song is. And by the way, this is still my favorite song in Shovel Knight. I said so during my original playthrough. It's still my favorite song. It's so damn good. But anyway, Baz is defeated. Looks like the only thing you should be hitting is the bucks. That's one loss for the Baz. I guess I'll stay here. I ain't no good or nothing. Okay, at least with Shovel Knight you cried. You you're literally just standing here doing nothing. I didn't even want to hurt anybody that much. Just wanted to fit in somewhere. But you wouldn't know what that's like. Would you? So we can recruit him, or we could just leave. I actually don't know what happens if you just leave. I'm guessing you just don't get him. I know some of you'd fit right in, but you'd have to observe protocol. There's a uniform. No way, are you for real? Okay, let's do this. I promise I'll polish every beaker. Or am I thinking of flasks? Whatever, let's scrub down. Love Baz so much. Oh man, I look awesome! You won't regret this. See you back at the lab, Teach. You better get used to that. I'm gonna be blowing you up all the time. Alright, let's get out of here. Anyway, we head back to the potionarium. Yeah, we can see Baz is now here. So, what he does is he basically steals potions from the Magicist and gives them to him. So we have full health potions now. Otherwise, we'd have to buy them for about 300 gold, I think. Yeah. No, for 100 gold from the Magicist. So basically, Baz lets you save 100 gold whenever you're low on health tonics. Oh, you say how many more bloody music sheets do we need to get you a song oolong? Jesus Christ. Anyway, with that done, let's head to the Tropple Pond, because now we have a Tropple Chalice, and so we can meet the great and wonderful Tropple King. But first, we've got to piss him off. Let's throw a bait bomb into the water here. Pick another music sheet. Who has awakened me, mortal? Mortal, the stars need... Wait a tick. Alchemist! News of thy villainy has reached the Tropple Pond. Be gone from the sacred grotto. But, my liege, I've actually come to learn to dance. See, I can only sort of twitch. Enough! Disgraceful. Where's the motion? Where's the passion? Thou needst the miracle. Oh my god. Wilt thou receive the gift of rhythm, humble alchemist? As it so happens, we are miracle workers. No one is without hope. Places, everyone. And that's how it's done. The true dance holds down to practice. I shall grant you my acorns, but only for noble causes. Oh, certainly. Noble is my middle name. I still require nominal repentance fee for a proper sanctification? Is that a word? Now, choose your acorn wisely. So, yeah, basically this is where you get your armors. Your armor equivalents from Shovel Knight. I'll be showing all these off, but for now I'm just gonna get the treasure trappings, which is probably the most functional one. I mean, there's one other one that I think is really fun, and I prefer, but I think if you're gonna go for the most functional and helpful one, this is probably it. But that's it. I like the Troubled King's Dance in this one as well. And in general, I actually really like Plague Knight's personality. Anyway, let's go ahead and handle the Explodatorium now. And this is actually pretty cool. So, talk to this guy. Ah, jeez. So anytime it says, "Oh, jeez," I just crack up. "Oh, jeez, Plague Knight. We really messed up. You left us in charge and we failed you. Everything's going haywire and there's an intruder foot. Watch out." I figured I could blow him up out of anger that he let someone in. But yeah, so instead of just going through the Exploratorium for no reason, I guess, they actually made it so like this is happening alongside Shovel Knight, and he's actually just invading the Exploratorium right now. I actually think that's a really, really cool workaround to make you have to go through the Exploratorium. I also think it probably would have been cool to just, you know, have the game start at the Exploratorium, and maybe you can choose to go left or right first, and have that sort of progression if they were going to go with basically the same sort of Shovel Knight progression. But hey, it's still a cool idea. I still like it quite a bit. But of course it's Plague of Shadows, and if it does something, I have to say something bad about it, it seems. Again, I do like Plague of Shadows. I love Plague Knight's personality. Also, I need to show this off. We can fucking dance now. It's amazing because in Shovel Knight you could just hit down constantly and do like a little jig basically. It didn't do anything. It was a little like twitch essentially, as Plague Knight put it. And everyone just sort of called it dancing. So Yacht Club, in their infinite wisdom, decided to say, "Fuck it, let's make it an actual dance button," and it's amazing. And for reference, I'm not going to be covering all the Plague Knight cheats yet, like I did for Shovel Knight. Just because a lot of them are the same as Shovel Knight, just as like the twist of Plague of Shadows in there. So I'll be covering them more in detail with all the unique ones when Spectre of Torment, when I do Spectre of Torment, and when the King Knight campaign comes out probably, because they all have like similar cheats, or they all have very unique cheats to their own. If that makes any sense. I'll cover that like in more detail in an extra video and all, but. Oh my god, these rats. They're fucking rats. But yeah, there is a cheat for Plague Knight that lets you... that makes it so whenever you stop moving, you just immediately start dancing. And frankly, that's just beyond automatically. Also, why were we fighting one of our lackeys? Like, did he betray us or Shovel Knight? Like, why are we fighting him? Maybe, like, not all of them actually work for Plague Knight, I guess. Like, they mostly work for the Magicist, and these ones specifically are just loyal to Plague Knight. I don't know. Doesn't really make any sense. You think they could have just replaced it with another enemy, but... yeah, it's kind of weird. Oh god, this fairy... get out of here. So anyway, this is the secret path with the green gem. And there's a bait bomb here. I don't even remember it's here. There's a health tonic. Oh, it's health for us. We are low on health. By low on health, I mean I need 1 health, exactly. Again, these sections are awesome. It's these sections that are specifically made for Plague Knight, where I really love Plague of Shadows, and I kind of wish... that one's gonna launch me into spikes, and I was gonna know I was a word. That... if I didn't... fuck. There we go. Yeah, I kind of, like, I did this, which sent me up a little, and that sent me into spikes, so that was bad. Anyway, Shovel Knight Ghost here. Again, apparently, do you think Plague Knight would make these? Why are they attacking Plague Knight? It doesn't really make any sense. I kind of would prefer it if, like, Shovel Knight, you fought Shovel Knight in the plains for whatever reason, but I guess you have to fight Black Knight there. If you just fought Shovel Knight elsewhere, I don't know. I think it's to have him invade the potion area, the exploratorium rather. But I kind of would have preferred the potion area more at the the Exploratorium. Because frankly, it being in the village really doesn't make that much sense when it gets down to it. But then, of course, like if they did have it in the Exploratorium, that had to be like a separate map area. But that shouldn't be really a problem. Because like, they have to have some map area, because like otherwise you'd go into the level, and if Plague Knight or Shovel Knight's there and invading it, so you have to go through the level, then you know, you couldn't really go to the portion area if you want to get an item or whatever, so they couldn't really do that, so they had to make a separate map, but I don't think that would really be a bad thing. I don't know, I think it just would have made more sense for Plague Knight to start at the Portionarium, or sorry, at the Exploratorium, and sort of move out from there. Also, it would have been interesting to be able to choose to go left or right first, like if you want to take out, what's, like, I don't know, Tinker Knight, sure. And as well, it kind of would have made it more Mega Man-like, because, like, of course you have to take out, say you had to take out, Mole Knight or Treasure Knight first, or Shovel Knight, I guess. But then, you can go left or right if you want, and take out any of the other Order of No Quarter. That would have made it, because I think they're very much going for a Mega Man type feeling game with all these different items and options you have. But like having a progression where you only have 2 or 3 levels and you only get specific items from them is kind of counterintuitive to that idea. I know I said before that having a linear thing would benefit it, but I think it's either with Plague of Shadows, I think it would benefit it to either be entirely linear or to be entirely open past, the first couple stages to give you like basic stuff, like maybe the VAT, maybe whatever else. Also, we got the Staff of Rising or Surging, whatever the fuck it's called. I never used it, so I don't remember. All it does is that. It just sends you up. It's a close range attack for Plague Knight, and it's okay, I guess. It's mostly useful for movement on the rare occasion that I do use it. But it's not really something I find myself using. It's just, I can't find many applications for it. Like, yeah, that's the problem. Sometimes I use it and I just get hit anyway. I mean, that's probably because it's shot a projectile, but still. I tend not to really use it that much, mostly because I can't find good uses for it, so this is probably the first relic that I'd say is probably pretty damn useless, or first Arcana, whatever. But yeah, I think either like a more Mega Man style progression where you kind of choose whatever stages you want past the first 2 would be better, or just a full linear progression to actively give you items and introduce these new items and mechanics to the player. That's how I feel. Well, mostly I want the Potionarium to be linear, because like stages can be whatever they want, but like having all these options at Potionarium is a bit ridiculous in my opinion. I don't know. Again, my thoughts on this game are very, very weird and mixed. Anyway, we got this guy here. Again, you think he'd work for Plague Knight? Like, who is this guy? Apparently, he's not working for Plague Knight because he's fighting him. But so doesn't really make any sense. Also, I never even mentioned what the treasure trapping did. It just draws treasure in when you have charged up bomb bursts, that's all. Again, out of all the armor, it's probably the best one in terms of functionality. It's probably the most utilitarian. But there's one that I prefer because it's just a lot more fun to use, even if it's like probably actually worse. And we can basically skip that entire section, we have to fuck with it, but we do need to wait to get our bomb back. So, let's just dance here. I don't know if we can dance off the cliff, I guess not. Thank God the game does not let you do that, because I totally would be that stupid. Also, that knight over there is just gonna keep burning in hell. He deserves to, so it's okay. And he's just health tonic. I think I wasted a health tonic earlier by not picking it up, but whatever. Who cares, really? With that fairy. And I don't remember if this section was even here in Shovel Knight. I think it was, but I honestly can't remember. But it's here now, and it gives us more treasure. If it wasn't there in Shovel Knight, then cool, they added an extra area in. But I honestly don't remember if it was there. Also, can't miss that cipher coin. There we go. Basically skip that entire section that had some tricky jump timing to get past there. There, just get the fork burst, that'll be fine. And again, there's so many sections you can skip, and it is really fun with Plague of Shadows, just be able to basically completely neuter these levels and make them, and skip some of the harder sections, or at least trivialize them, like the book section in King Knight stage. You can just sort of trivialize that by bursting over all of it. I think it's actually really fun. And again, the exploratory music is absolutely amazing. Okay, you need to die, Shovel Knight clone that I made for some reason to fight me. Alright, we can break you. And then we can still get up here because we have the vat. Also, we probably could have made it without the vat, but whatever. Yeah, the vat is the most helpful arcana. We got it from Treasure Knight stage. It's easily the most helpful one because it just lets you save yourself from stupid mistakes, like I make all the goddamn time. Anyway, something I didn't. No, I probably could use the treasure shopping. Whatever. Is that these poses up here actually have purple or pink, whatever, diamonds in them, which are worth like 500 gold. I don't know if they're there in Shovel Knight, but they're definitely here in Plague Knight, and they're really helpful. Anyway, leave that guy, because he works for me, and he shouldn't be attacking me anyway. We'll fire him later instead of just killing him. Because, you know, they're part of a union or whatever. We can't just kill them. Something. You can't just kill your workers, unfortunately. Anyway, gonna get the tracer powder, because that's most helpful. Let's get the quick fuse, and that's about it. I hear footsteps. Someone's near. Leave me alone. Show yourself, Plague Knight. Your trickery will not stop me. Trickery? The fruits of my research are no mere trick. Boom! Now, let's have a lesson, shall we? I promise it will be enlightening. So, we actually fight Shovel Knight, and he's actually really faithful to what you could do in Shovel Knight by this point, in terms of the relics he has, and in terms of just generally what he can do. So he throws these throwing anchors I would get from Treasure Knight stage. I think it might actually be if you like have completed Treasure Knight stage or Molten Knight stage, he has that that treasure if you complete both. So he might use the Dust Buckles if you complete Molten Knight. And he also has the Phase Locket, so I can use that. The Chaos Spheres. It's just really cool seeing all these relics you use so much in Shovel Knight used against you as well. And also he can still like hit your vials with the shovel and swing them back at you. Otherwise the fight's pretty easy. I just like to burst everywhere with the float burst, or the frost burst rather, and just shoot ice everywhere so you really can't move that much, and also shoot these casings with the quick casing so they blow up quickly. And so there's tracer powder everywhere and he can't really stay on the ground, but it's difficult to move in the air because there's the frost burst everywhere. Very, very fun, unique fight against Shovel Knight, because you don't really get to fight him, of course, in Shovel Knight. So it's one really unique, well, one of the few really unique bosses in Plague of Shadows, and I really, really enjoy it. Somehow, though, he had a little bit of health. Also, I don't know if he did it in the fight, but he can also use Icors to heal himself. So he can actually just prolong the fight like that. It's really cool. Thought you'd get away with your essence, huh? Which apparently Shovel Knight just shoved in a bag. Like, what? Why did he just put it in a bag? He didn't, like, put it back into himself or something? I don't know. I had to stop by the Exploratorium and set my Addlebane minions in order. And you'll never believe who's there wrecking my lab. Shovel Knight? Impossible! You're out of my mind! I don't know. It's weird. For my limited interaction with him, he just seems to love busting up glassware. So, what are we working on? I don't think we have enough Cypher Coins to do research, so... Fuck it, I guess I'll just buy... There's not really much I want to buy, to be honest with you. I only have 30 Cypher Coins. I don't know, I'll just kind of buy whatever. Buy this, the float casing, because I haven't turned that off yet. Float burst, rather. Orbit casing might be helpful, probably won't really be. And, I don't know. Sure. Buy that too. So, show off those new casings and stuff. The float casing, there you go. Probably turn that off. It just floats up. It's kind of like the bubble, bubble weapon, I guess, from Mega 7. And then you just have this orbit casing, which lets you make a couple things around you. So basically, you can kind of charge through enemies like this. It's basically a shield. It's kind of cool, but again, it's really hard to find the application for this for me. I just can't really. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just not creative enough. But yeah, for some reason, it's really difficult for me to find an application. Also, it's just You can make them rotate in the opposite direction, like, okay, I'll let these go away. But you do it on the ground, it rotates counterclockwise. If I do it in the air, it's still, okay, fuck it, never mind. I thought they rotated in opposite directions. Huh, okay, whatever. Maybe they're just out of sync so much that I thought they were, whatever. Anyway, Oolong's now unlocked a new song. Visit. Disturbing the Peace. Right, the song that plays when we fought the guards at the Armored Anvil. So, the float casing basically is a slower float that lets you more correct where you're gonna land. If you don't like it, if you want to land definitively or other when you're floating, you can hit down, and that sends you downwards. Again, I mean, it's cool. It's a great thing for beginners to get used to it. I definitely use it a lot in my first playthrough. But once you know what you're doing, it's really not that helpful, unfortunately. Anyway, with that done, let's go ahead down here to the Bottomless Quarry, which has been changed now to need the VAT from Treasure Knight stage. Though you can play a good bit of the stage without the VAT. Like, I mean, you need it there, but there's some places you can get through with some creativity if you just burst correctly. It's kind of cool to have that level of creativity of not exactly needing the VAT in a lot of situations. Like here, we need it. Mo's gonna screw it up, but you probably could have made that jump regardless. So I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. It's one of the few levels you can't complete without the designated relic, I guess, or Arcana. I keep calling them relics because that's basically what they are. You get them in the same exact way as relics, so excuse me. Maybe you can't get through a lot of this with the VAT, but you can get pretty far without using it in some situations. Or rather, you don't have to use a ton of VATs more, so I don't know. Look, think I know what I'm talking about? Clearly I don't. Anyway, that's the end of that, and we get a music sheet for our troubles, and a bunch of gold. But, with that done, that's gonna be that for that episode. So, next time, we finish off the second set of the Order of No Quarter Knights things. And we take on the Mole Knight at the Lost City. Also, we got everything in the exploratory, right? I just want to make sure. Yeah, we did. Okay, awesome. So, next time, Mole Knight, Lost City. And also Hall of Champions down there, but we'll talk about that more later. See you guys next time.